day 3 of Vlogmas. Journey and I went for a walk this morning and I'm just having a good breakfast here before I start into the projects for the day. I think we're gonna try and do some sewing today. There's a couple of gifts that I wanna make for my niece and nephew, and I wanna make sure that it's gonna work out in case I have to pivot and do something else for them. So I'm gonna get that going, and that'll probably take most of the day. I'll show you what I'm making after I finish my breakfast. Let's do a warm up, warm up, warm up. Get all the weirdness out of our bodies so I can act like a normal person. Okay, so the project that I'm going to be starting today, maybe I'll be able to finish it too, I'm not sure. We'll see how long it takes. But it is a gift for my niece and my nephew. They're twins. They just started driving, so I thought it would be fun to make them something for their cars. So I found this pattern for a visor organizer. I'll put a picture on the screen of what it looks like. The pattern is from So Can She. I keep saying that wrong. Is it can she sew? She can't sew. So can she. It's So Can She. I will link to it. It's free. There's like a free version on her website, but I did end up paying the $5 to get the PDF printout just so I didn't have to fight with all the pop-up ads and have my computer out here. I just do better with paper. So $5 for the pattern, or free if you're more patient than I am. For fabric, I'm going to be using the shirts that I got at the thrift store the other day. These are the two that are for my nephew, and these two for my niece. They're country kids, they have horses, they do rodeo and stuff, so I thought kind of like this westerny material would be cute. And then the flannel for him. So I'm going to go ahead and make the cuts that I need now. I'm curious, if you are someone that does much sewing, where do you buy fabric these days since Joann's went out of business? I found a website that I did order some like Christmas material for another project that I'm going to work on during this Vlogmas. But yeah, I'm just curious where you buy your fabric. I like the idea of using the thrift store. Just, I don't know, save some money and then also like find some kind of unique materials. Like these shirts were $4 each, so you can't really beat that price. I can't find my like flat clear acrylic ruler. I wish I knew where that was. And I also don't have like a cutting mat, but this should work. I need 6.5 by 12. I need this measurement twice, so I'm just going to cut this one out and then use it as a template for the next piece. This is all I needed from the first shirt, so I actually have quite a bit of it left over. I could find another small project to use this for. And like this one has a little hole, so you know, somebody maybe didn't want to buy this and it would have just gone to the landfill, but now I'm gonna give it a new life and a new purpose, which is just another good reason to go to the thrift store. Okay, so I've got all of my material cut for the first one, and now I'm just going to use these pieces as templates for the second one. Should go a little quicker since I don't have to measure anything. I could be wrong, but is that the Lululemon logo? There's no tags in this shirt, but I'm pretty sure that's the Lululemon logo, isn't it? Somebody's gonna probably get mad about me cutting it up, but whatever. Again, $5, $4, $5. I think the button downs might have been $5. I almost forgot there is one more thing that I need to, well, two more things that I need to cut. They're not fabric. One is this like, it's a clear vinyl, and then the other is the interfacing. So I'll go do that real quick and be right back. These are going to be like a little pocket to keep your registration and insurance and stuff like that. And so it's within easy reach and easy to find, which hopefully they'll just be nice, safe little drivers and won't need to find that stuff in a pinch, but you know. Anyway, I just think this is such a cool little detail. Stuff like this just makes it feel extra special because it's not like normal fabric, you know? I think I'm going to take a little break now before I start sewing anything. I feel like I could use a cup of coffee, and there is a syrup that I want to try making, like a sugar cookie syrup. So let's go do that real quick. Okay, let's see. What do we need? We need water, brown sugar, vanilla extract, butter extract, almond extract. I didn't know that this was a thing that you could even buy. Have you ever heard of butter extract? I don't know if I have enough vanilla. I have this vanilla paste, and I'm sure I can substitute it, but I need to figure out how to do that. Oh, it says right here, a tablespoon for a tablespoon. So it's the 1-to-1. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Cool. I swear these burners only work on medium high. Nothing lower than that. Okay, 3 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. Added the sugar to the water. You're supposed to bring to a boil and then lower the heat and simmer until the sugar dissolves. That's gonna take a minute. Okay, we're gonna turn the heat down now. I don't know how long to let it simmer. Oh, it says 10 minutes. Okay, it says to simmer for 10 minutes. So let's set a timer. So you'll have to let me know, are you making any of your Christmas gifts this year, or did you already make them? Because like maybe you're better at getting ahead than I am. It's December 1st and I'm just starting my projects, but I got time. I got time. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, what are you making? If you're making gifts for people, what are you making? I feel like with the teenagers, like little kids are so easy to buy for, but the older they get, the harder time I have knowing what I should get them for gifts. And then by the time they get to teenagers, it's like, ooh, they've got opinions and taste, and I just want to get them stuff they like, you know, but also it's like their taste gets more and more expensive the older they get. So it's like, I don't know. I think they will like these organizer things. I hope they do. It's like, it's such a cool thing to have your first car. And so I think getting anything that's related to your car at that age is kind of cool. Now, see, I turned this down to medium low and it stopped simmering. It only works on medium high, I swear. This is looking pretty good. So you're supposed to take it off the heat and then add all the flavors. So we'll see how much vanilla I have left in here, but you're supposed to do 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, right, well, I had enough, good. 1/4 teaspoon, sure, that looks good. I'm gonna get my coffee going. I don't have any cute Christmas mugs that are big enough for this, so standard black it is. I want to put the syrup in before I make the coffee, but it says to let it cool down, but that just, I don't need to do that, right? I'm gonna put it in first. Actually, let's just put it in a jar too. Perfect size jar. It smells good. Do I just pour it in? I feel like this is gonna make a mess. Should I use a spoon? Should maybe use a spoon, huh? This feels like a lot. Am I putting a lot in? I don't know. Okay. No. Okay, well, my Nespresso machine is not working. It keeps malfunctioning and I don't know what's wrong with it. But we're just gonna make a regular cup of coffee, I guess. It'll probably still be good. I could make milk for it still. Okay, taste test. I don't taste anything. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's good. It just doesn't have a very strong flavor. I even put some syrup in the milk before I frothed it too. I think I'm picking up on the buttery flavor. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's not very sweet. Maybe a little nutty. It's good. I'm not getting sugar cookie necessarily, but it's probably more nutty than anything, even though that was like the least amount of flavor that's in there. That is the sugar cookie syrup. Okay. I like that it's not very sweet. I don't like very sweet coffee, but it's just not much of anything at all. Anyway, I am gonna go sit down and drink this, and I will catch back up with you when I get back to the project. Okay, we are finally ready to do some sewing. So we're starting with the vinyl pocket. I am creating quite the little like sewing wish list for myself with this project, because this says to use some of those little clips that I've seen people use them instead of pins, because you can't pin the vinyl. That would be nice to have. I'm gonna use these like binder clips. We are improvising, okay? We are making do with what we've got. Look at that sun just like illuminating me. I'm gonna have to close the curtain. Oh, I'm on the TV back there. I was watching somebody else's Vlogmas video while I was drinking my coffee, and then my very first one came up after that, because I followed myself. I subscribe to myself from a different account, and I'm just letting it play because like I need at least one view on my video. Okay, these are ready to sew. So let's put them on the machine and go for it. Okay, let's hope we don't wreck any needles today. Well, that worked. So that one. Now let's do the second one. Two. And then we're gonna flip it up like this and do a top stitching. These working just fine, by the way. This blue fabric is a little tricky to work with because it's like a stretchy one, and it keeps bunching up. So I have to keep lifting my presser foot to smooth it out. I made my first mistake. So I sewed this on like backwards, upside down. This is supposed to be up here. So I have to undo all this stitching and put this back on. So that's fun. This is how we learn. I should have realized that my seam needed to be the other way. These instructions are kind of hard. The pictures aren't very good. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. They're like they're black and white. Maybe if I had printed them in color, it would be easier to see, but whatever. This happens. We'll fix it. Fixed it, and I did this one too. So now I have got 2 pockets with pockets on them. Journey needed a potty break, and it's, you know, dark at 5 o'clock now, so kind of a beautiful night though. We got the fire going. We got the fire going now, and we're just moving right along through this project. I do think that it is going to turn out to be at least a 2-day project, so I hope you don't mind. I am just, right now, I'm just attaching some Velcro to these little pockets. It's gonna be like a little flap that closes with Velcro. Very cute. I'm using the stick-on Velcro. It says you don't have to sew it, but I think I'm still going to. It's because I want it to be strong. I don't know, it would be easier not to sew it. We'll see. I'm kind of regretting my choice of material for this blue part. It is kind of tricky to work with, but it's gonna be okay. It's just not looking, it's not looking the best that it could look, but it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be very handmade. Okay, let's keep going. My machine keeps coming unthreaded. What? How do I? I'm not sure why it keeps happening, but it's really frustrating. I'm getting some good practice at remembering how to thread my machine though, so that's good, right? Oh, I think it needs to go, does it need to go behind there? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it keeps coming undone. I didn't have it hooked behind this one little piece that it needs to go behind. And it's like so hard to get this thread through this needle for some reason. I can do it. I can do it. I don't know why it's so hard. It's also, the needle is sticky from the sticky Velcro, so I'm sure all these things are contributing to my difficulties. I'm trying to clean the hole out with a pin because I think it's like full of glue. Oh, for sure. It should not be this hard. And then my fingers have glue on them now, and so if I do get it a little bit of the way started, I'm just pulling it back out with my frickin' glue fingers. Okay, I gotta do something. I gotta do something else. This is not working. I got it. That took entirely too long, but I got it. Okay. I lost it again. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why this keeps happening, but I lost it again. I think I may need to quit for the day and come back to this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just making it worse. I'll see you tomorrow. I just got back from town. I had a dentist appointment this morning and I picked up some groceries. Nothing super fun. I did get one fun thing though. These are so good. This bag gets bigger every year, I swear. No complaints from me. At the dentist, I've had the same hygienist the last like 2 times that I've gone, and she is literally the nicest person I have ever met in my life. She's such a sweet lady, and she just like makes my day better when I see her. Like I'm a very introverted person, and there's not a lot of people that I feel really comfortable with and like want to have a conversation with, but this lady, I feel like I could talk to her for hours. Also, at the dentist, my dentist has this like new type of fluoride treatment. I always remember doing the fluoride as a kid, and it was like these trays that they filled up with this foamy, thick, foamy, gunky paste, and they like, you had to sit there with it in your mouth for like an hour. That's probably an exaggeration, but you had to sit there with it in your mouth for a long time. And now it's just this little, like they just kind of brush it on your gums and then it's nothing. It doesn't leave a residue or anything. And you can eat right afterwards. It's just like so easy now. Oh, I already had a bottle of Frank's Red Hot. Go to the store, buy a bottle of hoisin sauce. I already had it. That's okay. Now I have more. Journey's barking, because that's what Journey does. Okay, please relax. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have some lunch and then get started back on my sewing project. And I think we'll be able to finish it up today. Back to what I was saying about the hygienist. It's not that there's nobody that I like talking to. I like talking to people, but like, I don't like to be the one that's talking all the time to people. Usually I'm like listening, asking questions. Like for example, my hairstylist, when I go see her, it's like, I don't want her to know anything about me. She's asking me questions and I'm like answering as vaguely as possible. I don't know, I just don't have any desire for her to like get to know me. Not that I don't like her or anything, she's fine. But like with this hygienist, I just like, I like to tell her things. I want to tell her things. She seems genuinely interested and like not judgmental at all. Just some people are just easy to talk to and she's very easy to talk to. I'm eating leftover taco meat with some chips. These are the best tortilla chips. If you ever find these in your store, they're the best. Okay, here's where we're at on the project. I remade these little pockets and the flaps. I was trying to find Velcro that wasn't sticky because after consulting the experts on Reddit, I decided that the problem I was having with my thread breaking and stuff was definitely the stick-on vinyl, but I can't find any Velcro. Did I say vinyl? Velcro? I meant Velcro. I don't know how many times I said vinyl when I meant Velcro, but I meant Velcro the whole time. I was trying to find Velcro that was not stick-on. The only thing I could find was like these little cable tie ones, and these would have worked, but I don't know. It was just looking really bad. Like I tried one, and it was just looking not good. So I'm gonna take my chances with the stick-on Velcro. I'm gonna hope it works. I'm gonna hope it holds up. It's not a super strong hold, so maybe it won't pull too much. Yeah, so now I'm gonna move forward. I think that I gotta sew these pockets onto the main compartment is the next step. So let's figure that out. It's so crooked. It's so crooked. I have to redo that. It's so crooked. This fabric, I tell you. Anyway, I gotta fix it. I'll be back. Okay, so the turquoise one came out crooked again. I gotta figure something out. Maybe just pin the crap out of it, like put a bunch of pins in it. I did the other one and it looks pretty good. See, it's like a little pocket here. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with this one. That one is making me mad, so I'm just gonna set it aside for now and I'll come back around to it in a little bit. Cute. I sewed the pocket on the wrong direction. It's not supposed to be sideways. It's supposed to be, the flap is supposed to be up here. Shoot. If you ever work from a pattern like this where it's like a PDF that you print out yourself at home, I would recommend having a picture, like a good clear picture of what the finished product is supposed to look like. I think that would have saved me a lot of headaches. Anyway, we're gonna get this. It's all good. At least this Lululemon fabric is holding up really nicely to all the stitching and unstitching that I'm doing. Okay, well, here's where I'm at right now. I got this pocket attached with just a basting stitch. There's like a little pen loop over here, so those are on there. I put the elastics on the other side. This part goes, so you slide it over the visor. I really wanted to get these done in one video, but this is getting to be too long and I need to start editing it, and I need to like make dinner and do stuff like that we need to survive. So I'm gonna just cut it off here. I will have to finish these in the next video, so I'm sorry. But if I wouldn't have messed up so many times, it would have gone a little bit quicker. But it's, you know, it's a learning experience. I want to do a good job because I want to give these as gifts, so I don't want them to be like terrible. Anyway, you will have to come back in the next video so we can finish these up. But for now, if you are still here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.